Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Anthem. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salutations. Today, the secret of conversations. Let's get to it. Now, right up front, I want to let you know that these conversations are taken out of context, so you won't get any spoilers to the story while you're watching this. However, if you do not want any hints or know kind of like where conversations could go or will be going, then obviously this is not for you. Again, these aren't the full conversations, these are snippets from conversations that are taken along the way with all the different characters, or at least most of the different characters, and I chose them based on what I thought was interesting or funny or shocking or otherwise of note. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to ring the bell before you leave to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and we'll see you next time.
Favorite sweet talker. You've been busy.
I try.
You pulled Wright's arse out of the fire. Yarrow was here doing a reenactment. I had a good feeling about you ever since you turned up. That's all you can do. The fort wasn't my plan either. I was on a strider out of Helios. Thought I'd make my fortune in Anthem.
What happened?
Cataclysm. The sky turned yellow, the ground changed under us. The survivors were brought here.
It takes 1 second for everything to change.
Doesn't it, though? I didn't have the means to try again, but I took what I could get here. Found work, had a kid. The fort grows on a person. And it definitely keeps you busy.
We'll have my people dig into it. The Dominion really have returned.
In force.
Damn.
I thought spies took everything in stride.
We also respect our enemies.
Well, we probably shouldn't talk here. Come see me by my desk. And my plants.
Plants?
Right. So, good. I will see you.
Oh?
Was brought to me. In life, the link connects us to a cipher. In death, it is a record.
And you write up what happened?
Yes, to remember what freelancers have given.
You do this all by yourself.
It is an honor. We should not grieve. We should celebrate. I want you to go honor our dead. Bring me their stories.
Backup's handy, but it's nice to fly out solo too.
Time on your own, just you and a cipher against the wild. I hear you. Whatever's right for the moment. My next...
Want to pass up a chance to uncover lost secrets?
That's what makes the job exciting, isn't it? Alright, buddy, using you as the tiebreaker. Wish me luck.
I'm not sure you need it.
Yeah. I'll see you around.
Okay, all right, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard he got over-altered during his training.
Over-altered?
Yeah, I guess it glitched him up pretty bad.
What are you talking about?
I can't say for sure, but that's what people are saying, and you gotta admit, Owen is a little goofy.
No, he's not.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. Just telling you what I heard.
Thanks.
Imagine knowing Ferelic will create firestorms, or scorpions, or shatter you into 1,000 pieces.
We could keep people safe.
Indeed. Every little piece of knowledge we can scrape together helps. My research is progressing. I'm still alive and very happy about it. I intended to buy you a drink as thanks for the rescue, but then I remembered being banned from the bar.
You're banned. Why? Yeah, I know what you mean. Emotions take over.
Exactly. Sometimes old impulses take over.
Old impulses?
Growing up in the streets of Helios, you pick up some bad habits. Discourse, dialogue, civility, the Arcanist ways, those I had to learn. Lashing out is instinct.
I didn't know you grew up on the streets.
I don't know. Like me? You want more kids orphaned young who have to fend for themselves?
I didn't mean...
I get it. Fewer soft, bookish types, more bloody knuckles and cynicism. You know, I prefer a world where no one gets calluses on their soul.
But that's not the world we live in.
Complete acceptance of the world's failings inhibits the will to change it. And speaking of which, I have some experiments to oversee. No one wants something to blow up and make orphans.
Excellent. Please answer the following questions. Do you A, believe the fort needs immediate improvements to function more efficiently? Or B, recognize the fort has glaring inefficiencies that must be corrected?
Aren't those statements both the same?
No. One suggests immediate action, and the other identifies issues, then proposes solutions.
No.
Yes. People walk and stop wherever they please. This causes stoppages, bumping, and even pedestrian rage. I'm proposing we implement lanes and foot traffic rules of way. Disagree. People said we didn't need the fountain, but now I'm spearheading the campaign to restore it.
How does a fountain make the fort more efficient?
The fountain creates a meeting place and instills pride in the community. Happy people are more productive.
Interesting. You're one to watch. I don't want to say too much just yet, but be mindful. A lot of eyes will be on you soon.
What does that mean?
It means this is the time to show what you're made of.
When things go wrong, you don't forget it.
You can't. No. Years ago, I had a contract to escort a Strider full of passengers. Routine, you know?
I'm not sure anything is routine beyond the wall.
True. Something did happen that night. Shaper this, shaper that, who knows? These creatures, they start to come. Eyes red with anger. I fight, still they come. I'm wounded, low on bullets, still they come.
Sounds like that should have been it.
Freelancers come. From everywhere. They fight. Many die.
A bad day.
No, my friend. Everyone aboard the Strider got home. There's always two sides.
They died, saving lives.
Yes. Freelancers must see the good in the bad.
That's hard for some people.
Now you understand why people can lose hope. You hear me?
I hear you. You named your sword. Excellent.
Truth. Oh, Nellie has been with me through the worst. I keep her oiled, and she keeps me alive. So, I'm guessing you're here to stay. You've been keeping to yourself, but I've seen you around. I'm probably still bleeding somewhere. Should get that fixed. I'll see you around, Big Star.
Keep an ear to the ground. Best way to stay alive out here. Maxine. Call me Max. Welcome to my bar.
You're the owner?
Am now. Got it off Dusty in a game of cards. Pretty sure he threw that hand.
You really think he'd bet his entire bar and throw the hand?
In a heartbeat. If he ever had a heart to begin with. Dusty managed to lose the deed to his bar and his shirt, and the very next morning headed out of town. Only he didn't make it.
Oh, hold up a second. What happened to the last owner?
He was on a Strider to Anthem with the governor and it went down. Some say accident, some say a hit. Nobody made it back and the black box went missing.
You think Dusty was the target? Or the governor?
Dusty owed a lot to the wrong people, but dead men don't pay their debts. The governor? Not really worth the trouble, you know what I mean?
You don't strike me as waiting around for certain doom.
Who has time for that crap? I got work to do. Deals don't make themselves. You're doing good work around here, freelancer. I'll get you a tab.
Answer. Hello?
Sentinel, good to see you again.
Is it?
Isn't it?
I don't associate much with freelancers.
Okay.
Or anyone not a sentinel, really.
Well?
Yes. Well, quietly. I don't technically have permission from my superiors to be contracting you, but there's been an unusual amount of scar activity around nearby Arcanus base. Whatever.
Freelancer. Thanks again for your help. Business is already looking up.
Selling the thunder, huh?
Hey, people laugh, but the uniform makes the soldier. Presentation is half the battle. A javelin's designed to intimidate, annihilate, exterminate, eradicate, and if you're really good, obliterate. You have to inspire fearful awe in your enemies.
Plus, it's just cool flying in style.
That it is. May as well have fun while you're scaring people.
Figure there's a reason we call the suits javelins.
Of course there is. Imagine if they called it a skewer or something. Oh crap, run! A squad of skewers is coming our way.
Doesn't have quite the same ring.
Nation. The more you intimidate, the less they can annihilate.
Bullets tend to settle things pretty quickly.
Think bigger. They aren't just bullets. They're a hailstorm of furious anger lancing the boils that plague this world.
You're in the right line of work, Prospero.
Beats shoveling Koroks manure for a living. You take care.
It's something? Oh, no. Have something. You remember that strange energy the runes emitted?
I remember you mentioning something while I collected them.
I managed to isolate and identify the energy pattern. I passed it along to your cipher.
Who can now help me find those invisible runes?
Which are the key to unlocking another impenetrable mystery.
Which means...
Hey, good to see you. You're a freelancer, right?
I think you knew that.
I never assume. Like, I'm a laundryman now, right? But not very long ago, I was a cleaning guy. Ah, too bad. Hey, do you have time for lunch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, we're both so busy, huh? That's how. All right, I'll see you around.
I couldn't do this without Owen.
Keep it up and they'll be talking about us all over Bastion. You're raising our name. We're getting more offers. I've started color coding the ledgers. It's beautiful. Remember that arcane vault job my buddies and I took?
How'd it go?
We fly out there and my cipher picks up the vault's location. But it's locked. My buddies and I split up to find the tuning points that will crack it. There's grabbits hopping around. Nice and quiet.
Those jobs are good too.
This isn't one of them. We popped the vault open, but we've attracted Wolven. No problem. We have what we came for. Just take off, right? My one buddy, his kid's sister loves that radio show about the crime-fighting Grabbit, Detective Hops Mysteries. He's going on that we can't let Hops die, what'll he tell the kid, and I can't say I'm not with him. Next thing I know, I'm booking it with a Grabbit in my arms, while the other two are flying back to the Arcanist.
Anger can be an asset, Matthias, but peevishness is just bad manners. My mentor, Philo Ray. One of the lessons it seems I still haven't quite learned. Ditch.
How did you meet?
I, robbed her.
That really was not what I was expecting. Okay, fine. I probably would have robbed her too.
Can you blame me? All I saw was a case full of expensive-looking things. I knew they had to be worth something to someone, so I grabbed the case. Shaper relics. I didn't realize the danger. I got lucky, nothing blew up when I took it apart. But Phyla had followed me. It was impossible for an unschooled vagrant to silence a relic, she said.
That made her want to teach you?
I think so. She never explained. Maybe it was the way I handled the relic. It took her an hour to convince me to go with her.
So, what are you after today?
Matthias Sumner. Is he really banned from the bar?
That Arcanist? Oh yeah. Technically, he's not allowed within half a click, but the fort's not that big.
Half a click? He didn't mention that. What happened exactly?
He's sitting over there with a bunch of brains. They had about 5 rounds of silver, no sign of drying up. They start arguing about some nonsense. I don't know what got said, but Matthias throws a drink at one guy. Then Genius Boy stands up on the table, shouts, "Do the math or shove off!" and flings himself at the guy. Smashed the hell out of the table, tried to stab a guy with a busted chair leg. I had to call the Sentinels.
Huh, I guess he really likes math.
Yeah.
No curses or anything?
Doesn't work like that. Guy before Dusty, Zeno something, took over, changed the name to the Black Emporium. 2 months later, hit by lightning, inside the fort. Sentinels found him fried to a crisp and fused to his chair in the back room. Glitch crap just happens. You don't hear about it beforehand.
I see plenty of things in the jungle just as weird as that.
The further out into the frontier you go, the more glitched it gets. I'm not sweating it. Besides, this is the only spot to get a drink between Antium and glitching Allheim. It's worth nearly as much as the city of Helios. I'm not giving that up for a scary story.
Sounds like you made some tough choices.
You tell me. I was in a mining crew digging for ore near Helios when the main shaft collapsed. We were trapped behind a solid wall of rock. We had no idea of how long it would take for the rescue party to dig us out. I was lucky enough to find a bottle of water. But there were 6 of us.
1 bottle of water for 6 miners? So what exactly did you have to do?
If I'd have shared that water, nobody would have lived.
So you chose to let 5 people die to save yourself?
I told you, I'm a pragmatist.
So glad to see you. I've been wanting to warn you about the bar owner.
Okay.
Her name is Max.
All right.
Now be careful with her. I'm telling you this as a friend.
So you think we're pals or something?
Yes. I feel very close to you. I mean, that's why I'm telling you this. It's for your safety.
Got it.
Okay. So I heard Max has connections to the regulators.
You're a freelancer, right?
What gave me away?
The freelancer logo.
Yeah, I was... never mind. Sounds like it would solve your problem. You should make one.
I would, but I don't have the resources. I need support. Financial support.
I'm listening. What do you have?
Only the finest selection of crafting materials in Fort Tarsis.
Really?
Guaranteed. You know why? Because our main competitor just closed up shop.
Why'd they do that?
I'm just learning the regulator game, but my Uncle Ronnie said, "We made them an offer they couldn't refuse."
I'm not that vain. Well, not about these things. You never saw the Grand Wall, eh? Oh, people came from every corner of Bastion to see it. They read our stories. They believed in us. Yes, Garnet. Freelancer Garnet. I helped him pick that call sign, you know. It fit. He had a bad start, but survived it all. Oh, tough, that one. But one rainy day, he didn't come home.
What's up?
What are you talking about? You called me, mate?
No, you...
Oh, hold on a second. Yes,
I need you to find a way through the Heart of Rage. Get to the cenotaph first and silence it. Do it.
Because I heard that Halleck never forgave you for pulling him out of that storm, and Faye went...
Where are we going?
Oh, right. Oh, you're kidding me. No, Halleck and Faye are working with Princess Zim.
The regulator boss?
Oh, please, she's a smuggler at best. She's a full-fledged crime lord at worst. All right. Hey, considering that the Monitor is both Lancer and Cypher, we could probably use a very fabulous Cypher Javelin pilot combo of our own.
You can't give up. We don't survive out here by giving up.
When you run out of bullets, do you keep fighting? Or do you take your losses and run? I could have kept going until I had nothing left. That's not how we survive. We survive by knowing when to stop.
That's not always true.
It's true. I'm attempting something new. I don't think I enjoyed it. I should tell you, I'm impressed with how you've handled yourself on missions.
Freelancers. We get the job done.
Sometimes, from what I've heard.
And you believe everything you hear?
You do seem shockingly reliable.
Shockingly?
Oh, pleasantly. Surprisingly?
Has anyone? They've asked. I've never been tempted.
Really?
Really? You seem good at what you do, but it's too many rules and regs for me.
Oh, rules and regs keep the world in order. A place for everything.
Sounds like you used that line before.
My mother's favorite. She was a sentinel too, and she also loved rules. If the sentinels don't adapt, the fort won't be around much longer to protect.
And isn't that adapting, just breaking the rules with purpose?
Now you're just talking nonsense.
I'll see you around.
Potentially.
There's sexy danger, sexy bad choices, probably more sexy danger.
Tell me what happened.
Nothing wrong with diving in, right? Sexy danger. Anyway, this game, I kind of bet my javelin suit.
You did what? Let me guess. Sexy bad choice?
Affirmative. Turns out my cards were crap. Yeah. Ouch. Things got pretty ugly.
So you lost your suit?
Not yet. They gave me a deadline to deliver it. So I was sitting here, trying to figure out what I should do.
Maybe because we might have the best compounds in the fort. Has anyone ever told you that you've got amazing eyes? An interesting glint in them. They remind me of Korok's eyes.
Korok's eyes?
Yeah, that's what my family says. But I don't care. I got dreams of my own. And my dream is to pet a wild baby Koroks.
Wouldn't you? I don't think you should. It's dangerous out there.
You sound like my mom, my dad, my uncles, my Aunt Max.
Maybe they're right.
Maybe they are. Maybe I should just stay here and let my dreams die. And hey, don't forget to check out our new stock. It's pretty good. As soon as I close up, I'm gonna find Delton and I'm going to pet the baby Koroks.
Scorpid Stinger, highly acidic. It's going to burn going down. A lot.
You know, I had a big breakfast.
Refusing a meal is a grave insult to your host.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Forgive my ignorance, Princess. I didn't know people could eat this.
I come from a harsh and unforgiving land. Plants are scarce. Animals even more so. Before the Dominion conquered us, we had a saying. Food is life. Life is struggle. We understood that. We embraced it. It helped make us strong.
Thanks for the meal, Princess.
Of course.
Oh.
Behold, the pheromone sac of a young manticore, cured for an entire year in a vat of fermented chimera venom. A rare delicacy I have been saving for a special occasion.
After you, Princess.
I could not dishonor myself by eating while my guests go hungry.
I love Manticore. Thought you probably at least painted or something.
The corrosion adds a nice patina. Should we talk about the weather next, or have we fulfilled our quota for small talk?
I don't think there's a penalty for going over. Read any good books lately?
Thousands.
Damn it all to hell.
Alec, you still haven't replaced that actuator?
It's still good. And shut up. Where's my socket wrench?
Left in the box, as usual.
Never thought you'd be back here.
Life's just full of surprises.
Switching off starboard power before it overloads.
Oh, come on. That's just half the fun.
Can we please hurry this up? They will be on top of us any minute now. Pliers.
So what are you doing here?
I'm helping you fix this garbage actuator. Again.
More reliable than some. So what's this contract of yours?
Can we please chat later? The Dominion will be here any second.
One, please. This is important. Just, you're not helping.
Screwdriver.
Which one? Use your words.
3/8, obviously.
I'm going back to the Heart of Rage.
Really?
The Dominion wants the cenotaph. Corvus hired me to get it first.
Well, that explains why Dominion troops showed up at Zim's.
Faye, light us up. Faye and I have 2 years of research and legwork on this. And you want what? Jump in the end and claim credit?
Halleck, time is of the essence. We have a lead that requires a Lancer right now. Shouldn't we work together?
No! I can handle it.
You've got the Dominion on your back, and you don't think that maybe you could use a hand?
We could find someone else.
You go right ahead, mate.
Not in time, we can't.
You need me, and I can't finish this contract without you.
One job. Just one.
One moment. As expected. Hold these, please.
You found something about the cenotaph or the Heart of Rage?
Zim did. Pays to have friends, you know.
Some friends.
I'm sure you've heard of the Legion of Dawn, General Tarsis.
What? General Tarsis?
Yeah, she entered the last Heart of Rage and reached the center, the cenotaph. How? I've done the research. Her javelin could do the impossible. It had unique shields and who knows what else.
Wait, you think you found her armor? The original Javelin of Dawn?
Yes, finally. Now we just need to go get it. Interested?
Well, personally, I can't wait to see it. Just give me whatever intel Her Highness had, and let's get the expedition started.
No need. I'll be supporting this mission. I've already done all the relevant research.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Still getting, reacquainted.
Make it work. In the meantime, Corvus has other jobs that might interest you.
You know me. I'll take any job I can get.
These aren't your usual run-of-the-mill contracts. They're tough.
I can handle it.
Then talk to my agent, Sev, for a full briefing.
Oh yeah, I want to hear what happened.
Okay, so it was a beautiful day, and it took us a while, but we finally found a baby Korax. When I started to pet him, he looked at me with all his eyes, and he made the most adorable grunting sound, which, in retrospect, was probably a call of some kind, because his mom showed up, and whoa, she was mad. And so quick.
Were you hurt?
That was the weird thing. I was petting the baby, but his mom only went after my cousin Dalton. He had his gun, but that Korax was on him hard and fast.
Okay.
Here's the thing, he took a good hit and he flew a long way. But when he got up, nothing was broken. And he didn't even have a mark on him. Lucky, huh? But he started peeing blood yesterday, so he's gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, the thunder business.
Good. Word's gotten around that freelancers are something special again.
Doing what we can. How'd you get into this work anyway, Prospero?
It found me. Nothing in this world makes a statement like Shaper relics. Talk about fearful awe. When I was young, maybe 18, I was an engineer for a trading caravan. One day we hear a rumor. They say a Titan's been spotted in the area. We were young and stupid, so we got it in our heads that taking a Titan down meant we wouldn't have to be traders anymore. Well, I remember thinking, how hard can it be? So I might have been the dumbest of the bunch. So this Titan, it's leaving a trail of destruction and rumors wherever it goes. Biggest Titan anyone's ever seen. Weeks go by. We've tracked it all the way to the Western Pass, into the Great Expanse. Finally, we corner it in a valley, and that's when I felt it. Deep in the bones dread. It wasn't just one Titan. It was 3 of them. joined together.
You're kidding me.
All standing around a Shaper relic, melding together, right before my eyes. It was staring right at us. This gigantic thing that shouldn't exist. Took us all of 15 seconds to turn our Strider around and never look back. But I did. I was mesmerized. I know it did. That thunderclap, we felt it. So loud my eardrum blew out.
Wow.
That's why I do what I do. I sell the thunder. If every freelancer can invoke the same awe I felt that day, you'll win every time.
Be a solution for both of you.
She's been irresponsible with her funds. I rarely see her sober. I'd be letting her have half my idea. And
It might sound iffy, but you should take a chance on Leanne. She owned that bakery for years. That person is still in there.
that's true. And I would be crushed to part with my idea for so little.
It's...
Hey, what's up?
You called me.
I did. Do you have time for a chat? Or, I don't know, do you have to run off and find Faye?
You're mad. I'm the one who should be mad after that stupid stunt you pulled.
Stunt?
Stealing.
Borrowing?
Borrowing that javelin.
Come on. A couple of hiccups, but overall a successful run. Tactically solid, and it all turned out great in the end.
Solid? Come on, it was a mess. You were lucky I was there.
That's fair, but you have to give me some points for ballsiness.
Since it all turned out, yeah. Points for sheer overconfidence.
It was fun, though. Wasn't it? And you. You were something else out there. Smashing Dominion left and right. You're fantastic.
You know, Owen, I'm never quite sure when you're being straight with me.
Ha! We'll start with probably not. It's safer that way. Come on. I'm an open book. What do you want to know?
Did you always want to be a cipher?
I never wanted to be a cipher. It wasn't my choice, but I have the gift. I was one of 6 kids. It made sense. Parents saw it as an opportunity. Except, they didn't tell me. Just dropped me off. My dad was crying, but I didn't know why.
Where was your mother?
Jail. We were poor, but I guess she was a thief, really.
How old?
What? You mean besides the feeling that the people I love could be one step from abandoning me for my own good? I'm kidding.
Depends on what you have to say.
How about we start by breaking the ice? It's been 2 years. What happened?
People go their separate ways. That day in the heart of rage, you forgot about it. Faye and I didn't. Simple as that.
No one could forget that day, Halleck. All those freelancers we lost, it's still on my mind.
Is it? Because you bounced right back.
There was a choice. We're freelancers.
Doesn't mean we're all the same.
We all wear a javelin, don't we?
Oh,
I'll bite. We start fresh.
Well, some of us are 45 years old, so fresh is being kind. Maybe I'm your uncle.
Maybe we'll even be friends.
Sure, kid. As long as we're pretending. But on the job, don't think I'll go easy on you.
Oh, a Strider is stuck out there. Got passengers. Like I said, bad. If a freelancer calls for help, we answer.
Got it.
Go, find what you can.
I took a look at the intel Zim gave us.
It's no good.
She promised us 1 location. She delivered 5.
Well, all right. That's, unexpected.
Zim's data is a fragment of text from the Legionnaire Leotrel the Unbroken. She was the General's right hand and, according to legend, the one who laid Tarsis to rest. The text mentions guardians and 4 tombs that must be visited to find the Javelin of Dawn. The data's barely readable. I'll try to get more out of it while you and Owen look for these tombs.
Right. I'll admit, now that I know what I'm doing, I kind of want a rematch with the Heart of Rage.
That was probably not the best mission to take a new freelancer on.
Well, you learn more from failure, right?
We all did. The living, anyway. Although for most, the lesson was stay out of the Heart of Rage.
To be fair...
No, but let's say that's why. It sounds better than I just want to solve the puzzle.
Which part is the puzzle?
Which isn't. Fremont was built on top of the cenotaph. Why? To protect it? To hide it? What happened to awaken it? Did the Dominion intend to unleash the storm? Why didn't they escape? Why did our expedition fail? What knocked our lancers out of the air?
You means a lot to hear you say that.
I came here from Anthem back in the day. Can you imagine? Beautiful, civilized Anthem. To the frontier. Because I wanted to see what's out here through a lancer's eyes. In that respect, I think we're alike.
Well,
Hey, buddy. I need some advice on my, delicate regulator situation.
The whole losing your javelin suit in a card game situation?
They were sort of listening at first. I was going on about all the valuable stuff just waiting to be discovered beyond the wall. Piles of it. You know what I'm talking about.
Sure. What did they say?
They kept insisting I hand over my suit. Said freelancers can't be trusted.
A group of actual criminals said freelancers can't be trusted?
That started a fight. Hell yeah, I did.
With members of an organized crime gang.
Just a few of them. Damn. I've probably made everything worse. More sexy bad choices.
Do you often get into trouble like this?
I won't lie. I do. I get caught up in things and can't back down. The occasional Sentinel's gotten involved. Maybe 2.
So I do. Stronger together, right?
Great. You and me, Big Star. Cracking heads.
Not cracking heads. Shaking hands, righting wrongs. That's what we're doing.
I know. Just kidding. I have a few things to do first, but...
Are you serious? What happened?
Okay, so she's walking by, right? And I think, hey, I'd like to buy this lady a drink. But she says no. But you know me, right? Am I gonna take no for an answer?
No.
And that's right. So I ask her again, only this time with more charm.
How did she respond?
So she says, in a real quiet voice, if you don't get out of my way, you are going to regret this.
And?
I did regret it. I was just about to compliment her, and then I woke up with some people looking down at me. It was pretty rude of her to knock me out, huh?
She did warn you. Plus, how do you know it was her?
I don't, for sure, but I do remember her counting 3, 2, 1.
We have a cable problem. There are electrical cords and ropes strewn about all over the fort. This is a serious tripping hazard.
Really?
A mechanic tripped in the forge area yesterday and broke her thumb. That accident was 100% preventable. I will implement a bylaw that requires people to properly bundle or store all loose rope and cable.
You want to make loose cords illegal?
Yes. And standing water.
Standing water? You mean puddles?
Standing water is a breeding ground for insects and should be cleared within a reasonable time after a rainfall. Puddles not only get your feet wet, they're another tripping hazard.
How will you bring in the bylaw?
I have a petition I expect you to sign.
Are you Sev?
In the flesh. You must be the freelancer Tassin hired. Huh. You actually look capable. No? Well, sort of. I'm used to getting scraps, not resources.
I thought Corvus would have plenty to go around.
Oh, they do. But I'm in the proverbial doghouse. Long story short, I pissed off the wrong people and ended up in this shithole.
First glance, Fort Tarsis may not seem like much, but...
It's a shithole. The bar doesn't even have a name.
I used to, but...
I know the story. All the stories. Let's just talk about the job. Corvus has received reports of Scars ambushing supply caravans.
Pretty standard.
Hey, thanks for being here to help sort out this whole javelin suit thing. This is her. This is who we're meeting.
Max.
Freelancer? Looking out for this troublemaker?
If it keeps her alive and the streets safe, absolutely.
Couldn't agree more. We're all here to keep the peace and live well, right? This speaks well for you, Rice.
Good. He can do the talking. Wait, you didn't piss her off at some point, did you?
Did I? Look, she tried to cut a deal. Not the suit, but something of equal value.
I heard that went badly.
There may have been some punching.
Bad choice?
Sexy bad choice.
What?
Not important.
Crap. It does get me out of this mess and back in the field.
Sexy danger?
Yeah, okay. Sexy danger.
What?
Not important. You have a deal.
Do I smell Manticar?
I'm sure you do. You should try it sometime.
Regretfully, I have. I've been looking for you, freelancer. Because I do.
Do you ever get tired of being a spy?
Sometimes, but what's truly tiring is being called a spy.
So if you're not a spy, then what are you?
I'm an intelligence agent. Now that I've answered your question, I've got one for you.
Say that.
Call it a hunch. When you returned to the fort, you resumed freelancing almost immediately.
It's what I do.
And you do it well. Very few people survived that mission. And everyone who did suffered physical or psychological wounds, except you.
Did suffer. From guilt.
Why do you say that?
Because when I realized I was gonna live, I felt happy. It's not right. lost friends. And I was happy to be alive.
That's a normal reaction when you survive a battle.
I don't know. It sounds pretty glitched up to me. That's why I returned to work so fast. Didn't want to think about it.
I know that feeling.
You do?
Make no mistake, freelancer. I may not pilot a javelin, but I have seen combat. I've lost friends.
Do you? Okay, I'm interested. What happened with the Tesselar?
Okay, you know how Tessellars are super cute but can electrocute you, right?
Okay.
Alright, so I got a couple of freelancers to capture a baby Tesselar for me.
How'd you make that happen?
They owed my Uncle Bonnie a favor, but that's not the point. By the time I opened the cage door, it was dead. It was so sad and sweet, I had to give it a goodbye hug. But it was actually only sleeping, because it yawned, opened one eye, then zapped me.
Wow, what did that feel like?
Kind of like a static shock, times a billion.
Are you okay?
Sure. I mean, I still get the tingles, but my vision is clearing up, so it's all good. You kind of remind me of a Tesselar.
I do?
Yeah, I think it's the way you walk. Oh,
Hi, Serena.
you know how I love all cute animals, right?
Yeah?
Damn, I forgot to be professional again. Please.
You finally got a pet? Good for you. How's that going?
Well, it started out wonderfully. My baby Saurian was the cutest little thing in the fort.
You had a Saurian in the fort?
Amazing, right? But the Sentinels said Wiggles was too dangerous, so I had to set him free.
Wiggles?
Cute name, huh? And the incident wasn't that bad. Like my Uncle Ronnie says, nobody needs all 10 fingers anyway. Wiggles and I were off-leash training, and it was great until that kid walked by with her sandwich. On the plus side, it was one of the smaller fingers, and my family gave her a really fancy gift basket.
Will you look for another pet?
I sure will. Just because I've had bad luck with Koroks, Tessellars, and Saurians doesn't mean I'm giving up. I believe every animal is cute when it's a baby.
But won't they get dangerous as adults?
I think the key is picking the right time in their development to say goodbye. You ask good questions. That's why I like you.
Thanks, Serena. Heard about Corvus, but you've never talked about yourself.
I understand. That's reasonable. Within Corvus, my title is Factor. I'm in charge of all agents near Fort Tarsis.
Why'd they choose you?
That's classified, but I can tell you I graduated top of my class.
Then why are you in Fort Tarsis?
I didn't want to be stuck in a soft job back in the capital. I chose this assignment.
How far will you go to defeat the Dominion?
That, I can't answer.
But you do. Yeah, this was almost nice.
Maybe next time you can share a bit about yourself.
Yeah, maybe.
That's curious. It's fairly common knowledge. Oh, maybe you have amnesia.
I don't have amnesia.
Did you rattle your head or inhale some toxic spores?
I saw some unusual Shaper ruins where waterfalls were flowing up.
My goodness, I hope that was archived by your cipher, Lewin.
Do you mean Owen?
That's what I said. Or did I? Pardon me, a chronicler's mind is easily overfilled. But as my esteemed mentor Negandel used to say, the occasional confusion is a cipher's burden. May you learn that all may learn, that all may grow.
Thank you. Catch you later, Madam Chronicler.
But catch me, what am I, grab it? Good day.
Hi again, Mora. Did you speak with Leanne?
I did. I wasn't entirely sure about her, but I did it. She was on board right away. I've never seen her like this before. She spends all her time with my blueprints.
I hear you've been rescuing Arcanists. For all their study, Arcanists have a remarkable lack of common sense, don't you think?
Well, anything for research, right?
Yes, put one's head into the mouth of an Ursix. For research. Well done.
Still, you mean, did I come here to hit you up for reading materials?
Hit me up? Gracious, do you mean ask me?
Isn't that what I said?
Didn't read it.
Yes, I read it.
Really?
I read it.
Really?
I read it. I swear. A freelancer's honor is in helping people outside the wall. Keeping our word. Answering the call.
Fine words. I wish I could believe in them.
Why can't you? What do you have against freelancers?
That's none of your business.
I'm so glad it worked out. Could have easily been a scam.
What? You...
Get out of here, you imp.
Hey.
Hey. Is that what freelancers use instead of a proper greeting?
You're still upset.
I'm Lancer, you'd never... Oh, not only do you lack manners, you clearly don't know how to apologize. Educate yourself. Good day.
Greetings, Chronicler.
Freelancer, I'm glad to see you.
You are?
Yeah.
Eventually, maybe. Quite a lot, but not now. Later.
Event?
No, it's a... I mean... But you've been helpful and deserve an explanation. If you want one.
Well, thank you, Bryn. That's good of you.
I know. You're welcome.
Slow.
Striders are very reliable. Oh, no, I cannot say that with this straight face. Anyway, they need a big push when they stop.
Something. How hard is it to get Fortuo Brew out here?
That's the wrong question. What you want to ask is, what's it cost and when would it get here?
Gotten even more plants?
Why, yes. Thank you for noticing. I was keeping them in the barracks, but I was told that was a waste of equipment space. I admit, it's nice to have someone actually inquire. I mean, you usually do, about everything. But still nice.
Bryn and I have been working on our friendship-making skills.
That doesn't sound like Bryn.
It really doesn't. Whew. Quick thinking there. The Sentinels above me aren't exactly on board with external assistance. If this works out, I'll bring them around.
If this works out?
Well,
I've been sorting through the fragments of Legionnaire Leotrell's writing that Sim gave us. A lot of it is unreadable, and what's left is in a kind of code, typical for the Legion of Dawn. If I'm right, this last location should be the one we're hoping for. I'll back you up this time. We can start whenever you're ready.
What? I didn't think you were going to make it.
Get those brackets up to the cockpit and lock the control panel down.
Fire is secure.
Check the breakers.
Done. Got him when I came in.
Well, I guess you're good for something. Besides getting the monitor on our trail.
Wait.
The cockpit is secure? This job is hard enough without looking over our shoulders the whole time.
I'm not taking the blame for this. The monitor was chasing you, not me.
And without us, you wouldn't have found the general's signet?
You. I don't need anyone.
Save it. We have more important things to discuss. To do with the power of life and death, creation and destruction.
He would be a god.
Faye.
We need you if we're gonna pull this off. So welcome aboard.
What do you want me to do? Just stand in the corner and look pretty again?
Even hope. Although I won't lie, I am enjoying the notoriety. Tarsis finally feels like home. It seems I've become a bit of a celebrity. Word's getting round about us, about me and you, and Faye and Halleck, blah, blah, blah.
Wait, are you drunk?
No. In fact, I might be. Maybe after our mission. They say hearing the anthem changes a person. So if I do hear it, which I desperately hope to, who knows what the future holds? Faye heard it. Did she change? The Monitor. He's a powerful guy and terrifying.
Impressive cipher.
Who is his own Lancer, by the way?
I've been waiting for you to mention that.
Haha, you do know me so well.
No, you're a welcome distraction. That's the great thing about being a cipher. I can worry about thousands of things simultaneously at speeds no ordinary person could hope to attain. Said that 2 years ago.
Yes, but remembering it has now taken your mind off our mission.
All right, that's fair.
Nah, plenty of things you fake, especially as you get older. Like waking up to pee 4 times a night in the Strider. No, Faye. Wasn't me who left the toilet seat up.
So that must be why you're here. Life wanted to kick my ass.
Life got a 2-for-1 with us. Throw us together and we both get kicked in the nuts.
Glad we're enjoying each other's company so much.
Hey, it keeps Faye happy.
Sounds like things are really happening for you.
Yeah.
Amazing. I hear the Bard is already writing stories about you. And you're not even dead. The whole fort seems like it's buzzing. You must feel proud.
What? Of the fort?
It's bustling. All the bustling? That's you. Decent food and weird stuff for sale again? Feels brighter, it doesn't smell? That's you. Oh no. But you're dealing with the scars and helping the Arcanists, which makes the Sentinels less cranky. Freelancers are gathering here again. They're coming from enclaves across Bastion. Yes, I suppose so. We'll see. It's complicated.
Wow, that took a turn.
It's okay. Shake it off.
Say, you know Freelancer Yarrow, right?
Yeah. No. We don't really talk anymore.
And Sentinel Hayden's getting extra lumber support whether he likes it or not. It's an easy ad.
Small comforts make a big difference.
People underestimate that. Those comforts make life better out there. The world's chaos. If he can dream about good things that could come out of it, why not let him? Tomorrow we'll want to be a Koroks teamer anyway.
Besides, I'm always moving forward, but now it's time to go back.
Sometimes that's the way. I took my son to the platform earlier. We watched the freelancers take off. He said he's going to fly out there and do something awesome. It's not the worst dream to have.
Are you less worried about him becoming a freelancer?
Well, yeah. My aim was pretty wicked. It's just...
What?
It's hard to be a freelancer from the ground. I'm only telling you this because I like you. But it freaked me out. I'm afraid of heights.
Honor is at stake.
So, you're a Dawn Guard fan?
It's objectively better. Crimson Lancer is a lot of Mylan's propaganda. Don't tell Halleck I said that.
You can't say things like that. Now I pretty much have to tell him.
Halleck's a sucker for stories about a plucky band of lancers. You know the type. 4 lancers, alone against the odds, armed only with sticks and rocks.
When was the last time government agency got anything done fast? Planes, maybe, but someone had to keep the Strider going, defend us in the wilds.
So, who'd you get to help out?
Huh.
Believe it or not, I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Now you sound like Faye. I'll tell you what I told her. Old Halleck has some dings, but I'm a freelancer to my grave.
Legion.
The Heart of Rage mission a few years back. I was supposed to go too. I did something stupid, got injured before heading out. Someone took my place. They lost the cipher. Maybe their life.
The freelancer that survived the Heart of Rage? I thought you'd be...
What?
I thought you'd be bigger. It's not what I'm after. Ever heard of the Emerald Abyss? A jungle region where dozens of people have vanished.
My lady.
My aunt's journal proves there's a connection between keeping the streets safe, sir. Notice this undesirable entering the premises. Stole that citizen's bag.
That is not your job. You file reports. At your desk, you...
Doesn't seem to be working out.
Exactly why she'll need someone reliable at her side.
And you're volunteering.
I made the journey in person to show commitment. I hope she appreciates my sacrifice.
I'm sure you'll be, duly rewarded.
I better. None of her other suitors braved this backwater.
Yes, you are very brave.
Sarcasm. How very lower class. Good day to you.
So we should discuss a matter that impacts you as a freelancer.
All right.
I wouldn't be so casual. If we don't deal with this, someone is going to die.
Really? You sure you're not overestimating the danger?
Not at all. If you allow me to outline the situation, I'm sure you'll agree with my assessment.
I'm waiting.
The Javelin launch deck has no safety rail.
Good one, Berndl. I thought you were serious.
I'm not joking. The deck is extremely dangerous for maintenance workers. Arlik Janke slipped off the edge during his morning cleaning shift.
Is he okay?
He broke both legs, 1 index finger, 3 ribs, and his nose. He's okay now, but he's still walking a little funny. And he makes a whistling sound when he breathes.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do?
Yes. Support my proposal to install safety railings on the launch deck.
But javelins might catch on the railings when they launch.
That's a good point. I've got it. Tethered safety harnesses. Thanks for helping me come up with a solution.
Everyone in the fort knows that.
Really?
Yes, it's common knowledge.
Oh, well, it's still pretty interesting though, right?
It was the first 50 times I heard it.
Okay. You're still gonna come to me for all your inside information, right?
I never did.
So...
Nope.
I get it. Next time, I swear I'm gonna be a better friend. I will always be your friend.
My son, Kyler. You remind me of him a bit. Same jaw,
My sister says too long. She left Fort Tarsis for Anthem years ago. I couldn't. I have to be here when Kyler gets back.
Any other family?
It's just Kyler and me. But I was young once. I know how it is. He's probably chasing a girl.
No, people always tell me, Halleck, your good looks and charm, you could be a governor or something. Like my old javelin I'm fixing up. The seal, the gateway, they're all part of a finely crafted machine. Tune it properly, and you can fly. Forget to oil a gear, and it's just a hunk of metal. But I think it works both ways.
How so?
Well, the mechanic in me sees a world tuned for both life and death. Both can be a bitch. Though, the Shapers nailed the waterfalls. Right. Because the answer to the world is in some book? I don't think so. A lot more fun tricking around the jungle in a metal suit, scaring the crap out of grabbits.
Well, I was in season 1 of Dawn Guard, so I thought you might.
Really? What was your character's name?
Sentinel 2. Sentinel 1 got to open the gate, but I was always at his shoulder. Yeah, in the second to the last episode of season 1, I got killed by a scorpion. That's a great idea. I'll act my way out of this. I think my character will be firm, but friendly. Just like Sentinel 2, you know? My role in Dawn Guard.
Sounds like you got this.
This lady that comes to the bar and I think she's attracted to me.
What makes you think that?
She said, and I quote, "I'm super attracted to you."
So you must be late.
This isn't awkward. A grown man prodded into making friends. But my wife insisted.
She said you were...
Not quite. I was fighting her people. Dominion. Ex-Dominion. I see Nadira failed to mention that.
Yeah.
It's a chorus of one. People forced to sing the same notes. Control, tyranny, supremacy. They become the only notes you know. What matters is the balance of decency. It's a commodity in short supply in this world. If we can't find it, we must grow it ourselves.
So you're a spy and a philosopher.
It was lost. Nadira helped me find it again. Meeting her was... Without her, my life before.
Are you okay?
Until he rips the bedspread my mom made for me. My blood starts boiling, so I rush him. And at first, they were not super understanding. Their commander, Vul, thought I was some kind of vicious killer. But after interrogating me, he finally realized I wasn't.
What about her?
Okay, so she's got a thing about scars.
What about them?
Well, she's always going on about how we have to be careful because they're a threat and dangerous and scars this and scars that.
She's right. Scars are a constant danger.
Sure, but she's fixated on them. Every time I bring up scars, she goes on a rant about what a murderous plague they are.
Maybe she's got a reason to feel the way she does.
I'm sure she does, but maybe it's time to let it go and start realizing that scars are people too.
But scars aren't people.
I know that. It's just an expression.
Actually, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. I'm thinking we should just agree to disagree on this one. Hey, do you want to tag along while I run some errands?
I'd rather.
You going to lecture me now? Drag me out of here? Not this time, Cassian.
Supportive.
But we're almost done. Why do you want to leave the caravan now?
Caravan? Sailing is no life. I want to be here.
Supportive.
Okay.
You need to give it time. He'll come around. You obviously love him.
Yeah. I want to strangle him right now, but yeah.
He needs to walk his own path.
Path of idiots. Inspired by one of the great acts of General Tarsis, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You and I have been working together, and you made it look so doable, so possible.
Bryn, what do you think the answer to that question is?
I think my best guess would be to grieve and atone. I know what you're doing, freelancer. You...
That's the best compliment you've ever given me.
I know.
You know I am.
So, I once fought Phyranix for 10 hours straight. Chum cannons on full.
You dive into the water to cool your jets?
Exactly. You know it's possible. So it's probably true, right?
Sounds like something you might do.
Yep. Save my brother. Can't save him anymore, but that's for the best.
So, what will you do now?
I need to finish what I started. The caravan.
But that's life. You have to enjoy people while you can.
Drink deep the flagon of friendship while it flows. Yeah, I'm a poet.
I guess this is goodbye.
I feel like I should have some sort of good parting line.
They're completely different people from the guy who tore up your bar. Literally. Plus, they almost melted into goo because Summer couldn't get a drink.
No, I don't want to know more about Arcanist crap. You say they're going to behave themselves, I'll let them in. They break something, it's on your tab. Just don't spread it around. Can't have folks thinking I've gone soft.
Is it a regulator thing? You gotta act tough all the time?
No. I mean, back in Helios, I know regulators who are squishier than custard pies. But this isn't Helios. The frontier isn't civilized. You run a business out here, you better be armor-plated. Didn't expect to run a bar, but it's not so bad. I know people. I know all the supply lines, how all the money works, what wheels to grease. And I get to do it sitting in a comfortable chair inside sentinel-guarded walls, and nobody bats an eye. Plus, my wife likes it better when I keep regular hours, you know?
Amazing news. You're 5th in line for the throne of Anthem.
What?
I abhor gossip, but apparently, the Emerald Abyss has captured several people with claims to the throne. Now that everyone's back, they've had to completely rearrange the order of succession.
Am I still 3rd in line?
Oh, goodness, no. 12th.
Beautiful. Didn't you hear? Your, Strider caught fire at the docks.
What?
Big, fancy, engulfed in flames. That yours?
No, I probably did. That sounds like me. It's a professional rivalry.
You know, he's 3 people now. You could pick the one you like best.
No, don't. Don't even think of starting with that nonsense.
Just putting it out there.
Too many lives are at stake for me to do nothing and just hope that the 3 of you get your shit together.
Just hold.
Oh, for the love of all Gazics. Have you ever heard of the Crimson Lancer?
The radio show? It's one of Halleck's favorites.
You know it? Who's your favorite character? Wait, forget I asked. I don't want to ruin this already tenuous friendship.
So what does
My work is very well received.
By whom exactly?
I have no idea. I post them on a board downstairs under a different name. I get the most appreciative letters from Crimson Dancer 69. If you find the board, you too can send feedback. Unless you think Anson dating Kista is a good idea, then I don't want to hear it.
Apparently, you're the best at, I believe the phrase is, six punching.
That's not even a word. So then why call Tassin?
I was desperate.
Thanks.
Me? Well, let's see. It's my fault that the team's broken up, that our mission failed, and Tassin's about to send Sentinels in, probably to their deaths. And yet, with all that...
Can we use that to perfect ours?
Yes, of course. Why didn't you lead with this?
You're my friend. I was listening. You know, like a good person.
This is amazing.
This is good. It's nice of him, I guess. Dude, I was thinking about what you said, about being a team, my ego. That was probably hard to say to my face, but I needed it. Thanks for the kick in the ass, partner.
Caring about a friend isn't a burden. It's a gift.
I don't like making assumptions, but what's at these coordinates must be remarkable.
Let me guess.
My foot traffic initiatives were defeated. I've made 0 progress on the loose cables hazard, and my proposed standing water bylaw is now dead.
That sounds tough. I think you've made this fort better.
Why do you say that?
Because you've always been more than just a safety guy.
That's true. I've always loved maintenance.
Yeah, you made a real difference there, right?
Well, we've cleaned up the market. We're improving facades, and our horticulturalist has done some lovely planting. You've just made me realize I have made our fort a better place to live.
Let me know when Dax passes the humility test.
You'll be waiting a while. If a client doesn't like your attitude, they'll go elsewhere.
Not if I'm the best.
When I was a student in Helios, I knew someone with that mindset. It didn't work out for him.
I challenge you, freelancer.
To what?
To open your eyes to beauty. Tell me, how many outfits do you own? Don't answer. I will tell you. 2. One you are wearing, the other is dirty.
How do you know? I'm good at flying a javelin. If I don't do it, who will?
Obligation, huh? Never would have guessed. Yeah, but I face death all the time.
There's more than one kind of courage.
You're saying fieldwork is the safe choice?
It's the one you know.
That's completely backwards and sensible.
Want to make your mark? Become a legend? Then assume the next fight is your last.
How like a pep talk usually has a little more pep.
And that's the other piece of advice. Never go it alone. Some young freelancer with an attitude taught me that.
Funny. I learned it from some old cranky freelancer.
Hello, my beautiful freelancer.
Hello.
I was inspired by your love and support, and I did something crazy.
What did you do?
Gunther, would you please join with us?
Hello. My name is Gunther. It is nice to meet with you.
Hello.
Marl and I have been collaborators in the past.
We have a love, hate, love, hate relationship.
Okay.
This is difficult to say, but your cold heart has spoken the truth. This is why I have decided I must terminate the employment of my assistant.
You're firing Gunther?
But Marl, I gave up so much to be with you.
Do not make being fired more painful than it is already, Gunther.
I will go, Marl, but you will pay for this humiliation.
Goodbye.
I want you to meet Grandmaster Adams.
You entered Freemark. You silenced the cenotaph.
Yes, with help.
Right on. Strong alone, stronger together. Hey, let me show you something. We found this just inside the eastern border. Killed 2 of our team before we were able to put it down. And I mapped the region on it.
Urgoth. You've heard of them.
From stories, paintings, but they're long gone from Bastion.
Oh, this could either be a single scout or the beginning of something much, much bigger.
Corvus is worried that the death of the Monitor, while vital, has left us vulnerable in places we never even considered.
And we're reaching out to you because by all accounts, you're something special. But can you keep quiet about this? We don't want to freak people out.
I mean that wheels literally started turning inside the palace. Ardenvasa built some device to tell him if a worthy lancer appeared. I hear it told half the city. You should know whose footsteps you're following. At the height of the dawn, countless lancers flocked to the banner of General Tarsis. All who had the heart to fight were given a place. But a few were more than just lancers. These were the boon companions of Tarsis, walking the path as she did. The Legionnaires. A much shorter story than this one. He'd never seen a chimera. He'd never even seen a grabbit, but he was a very good student. He learned all the warning signs that he was being hunted and remembered stories about laying false trails. He led the chimera on a long and winding path through the rocks, back and forth. He could never shake the creature, but it could never find him. Then the other hunters came. General Tarsis, in the first javelin ever made. Testing her new armor, she found the chimera stalking the boy.
Lucky for Maderan.
No luck about it. Tarsis followed his trail, just as the chimera did. She was just learning the javelin. No one knew what it could do, not even the man who made it. Not trusting her suit's strength in a fight with the chimera, she lured it into chasing her instead. While it ran after Tarsis, Leotrel found the boy and spirited him away to safety.
Lancer.
Hello, Berndl.
So, are we both thinking a thank you is in order?
Ah, you're welcome.
No, I wasn't thanking you. You should be thanking me. The fountain is running. The water around the fountain's edge is a slipping hazard.
That sounds dangerous.
It is. I'm considering turning down the fountain.
Won't that make it less spectacular?
Yes, but sometimes safety comes before spectacular. Or we could install warning signs and erect barriers.
That
fine balance between a beautiful oasis and a death trap.
If the death of fashion was your goal, congratulations, freelancer. You have succeeded.
What are you?
My shop has been burnt to the ground.
Really? How did it happen?
In one word. It was Gunther.
That's 3 words. Are you sure? How do you know it was Gunther?
Oh, yes. He will pay.
You're not gonna do anything crazy, are you?
Only history can judge what we do today.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure. But I do know Gunther can run, but he cannot hide. Actually, he's pretty good at hiding, but he was never a strong runner, so it is likely I will discover him. And when I do...
There he is. Hero of Fort Tarsis. The heart of rage, no less. I knew you'd bring the thunder.
We wouldn't be anywhere without the guy selling us a little thunder and lightning.
No, I just bottle it. You deliver it.
Well, don't ever stop. We'll need plenty of bottles, I'm sure.
What I wanted to hear.
I'd best get back to it.
Don't be a stranger.
No, you surprised me.
How's that?
I never questioned your battle skills, but your resolve and mental toughness exceeded my expectations. You know what I like about you?
My eyes?
What? No, don't be ridiculous. I'm trying to tell you something important.
I do too.
We may have more in common than you think.
Are you saying I'd make a good spy?
Agent?
Right. Agent.
No, working for Corvus is a gift. We are the eyes and ears of Bastion, but it comes with risks. Like dying alone, being abandoned by your own government, and in certain times, even reviled as a traitor.
You
joke, but freelancer life can also be unforgiving.
I guess we both have lousy jobs, huh?
Yes, but it's a living.
Did you just crack a joke?
No, I work for Corvus. We never joke.
That's what I thought.
I'll be...
Faye calls it truth juice, so I'm waiting here for the truth of life to infuse my brain, hoping the anthem might sing to me. And so, I once took a whiz in my javelin.
Halleck, I think it's a different kind of truth juice.
Hey, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Made my bladder gladder right there in the suit.
Probably enough wine for one day.
Too late. Drank it all. Waiting for the truth to hit me.
I think it already.
Truth is, I don't think we'd ever be friends.
Well, it was touch and go.
But the truthier truth is I was wrong. Turns out, you're okay. Just don't go telling Halleck I said that.
Pretty sure he's not gonna remember any of this.
I hope he does. It's fun having a friend. You can tell him things. Like, once I took a whiz in my javelin.
So I've heard.
Yeah, but have you heard I'm the Crimson Lancer? Pretty sure they based the whole show on me. Seize your glory, Lancers! Into the maw! Death is just our union with old friends!
It's uncanny.
Right? Don't need wine to see that.
So I'm guessing you heard about the fire?
Yeah, Marl told me.
I do not understand why. I think my leaving must have caused Marl to give up on all his hope.
What are you getting at?
Do you not get me? I want to know, why would Marl burn down his own shop? Of course I would not do it. I loved that shop. Especially the accessories.
Then why does Marl think you did it?
It's because of his jealousy. It fills him with lies. I would like him to blame me to my face.
Your wish has come true, Gunther. I blame you to your face.
Your accusation is false. I am not an arsonist.
Do you know something that might help us out?
Yes. I have information that will definitely be of interest.
Okay then, let's hear it.
The blaze was caused by electrical cables that were carelessly left in a puddle of water.
I told you the electrical cables should be tidy and bundled.
And I asked you to clear the puddles from the back of the shop.
You're both at fault. This was an avoidable incident. But to be fair, it could have happened almost anywhere in our fort. The loose cable and standing water issue needs to be addressed. We were lucky the fire only destroyed your business.
I think you should hire Gunther again and rebuild your shop.
You believe in us?
Sure.
I will join with you again, Marl, and we will bring fashion back to where it belongs.
Yeah. I must admit I don't.
How is that possible? He's only the greatest cipher who ever lived, and royalty. Oh, my dear. Is it possible you have amnesia?
I don't have amnesia. We've been through this already.
We have? How ironic that I should forget that. As Negandel used to say, and say to me in particular, let others celebrate your gifts. For what is ordinary to you is a miracle to another.
I guess. See ya.
See ya? Yeah. You can't muster a better goodbye than that.
Ah, I believe I can. May bright skies overhead shine light upon your paths, madame.
Bit overboard, perhaps.
Oh. Yes. I mean, the Heart of Rage and I have nasty history.
Right. I heard you were in Freemark.
You're a great freelancer. But that storm killed some of our best. Fort Tarsis was my home and my prison. Safe behind the walls. Day in, day out. But Lancers? Lancers got to see the whole wide world. They were hope. When I felt cold or small.
It's nice.
I was hanging laundry. The sun was shining when my eye was struck by a shiny glint. It was a sunbeam reflected by an Arcanist's silver scarf. I remember I said, "Oh."
And I said to Mal, I would love to see that scarf sparkle at the setting sun.
And say, "So you do love it?" I told you they would love it, Gunther.
That is why we love you.
And why we will always love you.
That's...
Shh. Don't say anything.
Oh, been looking for you. Too busy saving the glitching fort to stop for a drink?
Never. Can't save anybody with a parched throat.
Turns out today's your lucky day. That swill you wanted from Fortuo? Got 4 crates of the stuff in the back now.
Fortuo brew. You actually got it. Yarrow will be over the moons.
Great. Maybe the old gearhead will quit giving my boys the stink eye every time he comes in.
Yeah. Call the drink Garnet.
I like it. Kind of classy. Like my ex-wife. But not...
I'm curious how you get all this stuff. How do you know all the right people?
You looking to put me out of business? Listen, there's 2 ways to join the regulators, and both of them suck. You're born into a family, or you hook up with one. I did both.
Which was worse?
Ever think about marrying an Ursix? Buying an apartment together? That's your regulator spouse. Even the pretty ones. Especially the pretty ones.
Are you married, Max?
My wife Lena is a joy and a delight, and I'm not just saying that because she'll break my kneecaps.
Right. Stay away from regulators.
Especially the pretty ones.